Well, Matt, 4-0 in front of our own supporters. Doesn't get a lot better than that, I guess, in
No,
League Two.
no, a pleasing day, and I think it's been coming really. The amount of chances we've been creating in virtually every game, but certainly in the recent few, and not either extending the lead against Hartlepool and seeing the game out, making it a little bit hairy, or finishing teams off. And Exeter last week could have been out of sight up to 70 minutes. So to get the first goal so early, to build on that just before half time, and then a strong second half performance, I'm really pleased.
Because between, as you say, the first goal scoring that early must have been a huge relief after some of the previous games.
Yeah, the first goal was massive, and to get that one out that was early was a little bit like us last season, straight out the traps, and a good goal. But in all fairness to them, I thought they caused us a few problems. I thought the game flattened out a little bit. I thought it was very even. I thought they caused us a few problems. They flashed a couple of balls across our box. So the second goal was important, and thankfully we managed to get it at good timing, where we probably haven't got our little bit of luck at times, but for him to not against the run of play, because I didn't feel overly under pressure, but I felt it was a very even spell in the game, and then to score that second there just before half time, I was really pleased. And then at 2-0, it's a very tricky scoreline at half time, and it was a bit of a bitty start to the second half, but we grew into it, and to then get the third and game over was very pleasing.
Keepers made two great saves at 2-0, one from David, one from Craig. And at that point, are you thinking this could be a dodgy last 20 minutes, and I wish one of those two had gone in? Well,
like I just said, the 2-0 scoreline is a tricky scoreline, and the next goal in the game is always big. And they certainly had two good chances to do it. But yet again, Dino's made two good saves. The back four, I thought the two centre halves were excellent. The two full-backs very good, both defensively and getting forward. So I was really pleased with the back five, and they deserved their clean sheet overall. And I was certainly pleased to get the third and the fourth.
And the third coming just a couple of minutes after Tanto's come on and showed what we know he's got on the left, and set up the goal for Ali.
Yeah, and David making the box, and Tanto's pace down the side, skipping past the centre half there. Ali arriving late again in the box, another really good finish for him. He's been outstanding since he's got into the team. He's had to be patient, and it gives me tough selection problems there. I've got one of our best players, Harry Buteman, sitting on the bench. It's beyond belief really. When I've got a player like Harry, I'm desperate to try and get on the pitch and play, but it's very, very difficult, along with the likes of Will Randall. I've got the front two there, and then to be able to have my two strong defensive covers in Kobe and Ben Wyatt, just in case I need them, which I did. And then I've still got a few in the stand with Kenny, Ricky, and John Barden as well. So, yeah, it's tough selection problems, but I'll worry about that on Monday, eh?
Ali's one of those examples of really taking a chance when you're given it, isn't it?
Yep, and Kizzy's had to be patient as well, and he's certainly taken his chance. Yeah. So, Richie Bennett, patient. He's taking his chance. So I've got really strong competition, and I'm really pleased where the squad's at.
And one of the outstanding players today hadn't got on the score sheet until 10 minutes from time, and David Ajaboy did score, and I thought he thoroughly deserved it.
He did, yeah. A bit frustrating. If he could have had two or three more, couldn't he? Down the bottom end there where he's hit the post early on. So he's had several chances, and hopefully we can get a few more goals out of David.
And how much does that give the lads confidence after last week, which must have knocked it slightly, but sort of 4-0 against a good, decent Carlisle side must be a really happy dressing room?
No, definitely, because I think they are a good side, and they've certainly got some good players, and they pose us threats, especially in that first half. So to run out 4-0 winners, I'm very, very pleased. And like you say, I don't think our confidence has ever been dented, and it hasn't been dented in any of the games. But it was a hard one to take last week, but a good week's training, full of energy again today. Some really good individual performances, and pleasing to get the 4 goals.
And you got Tanto on for the last 20 minutes as well. Must be pleased to get him back in the fold.
Yeah, and he's a great lad, and the fans gave him a warm reception, one he thoroughly deserves. And for him then to get down the side there for the third goal and cut it back, and Ali eventually got onto the seconds, and I'm really pleased at Tanto, and he's gutted there at the end that the referee's blown the whistle when he's through 1-on-1. He's desperate to get on the score sheet.
And getting Kobe Rowe on as well for the last 10 minutes, was that just to get him on the pitch?
Yeah, it was a bit of a precaution with Goody. Goody's fine. He just felt a little something that he was desperate to carry on, desperate to see the clean sheet out, desperate to play, but there's absolutely no risk there to take. So to get Kobe on and give him some minutes, I was really pleased too.
Good to see Joe Kizzy get up as well after the challenge.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a cut on his ear, but there was nothing more than that.
Brilliant. All right, well done, Matt, and nice the last 10 minutes, not be sitting on the edge of our seats for the last 10 minutes like we have been in some games.
No, but the amount of chances we create, it's nice to be that comfortable with 10 minutes to go, and the fans, got right behind us again today. Really good atmosphere. I'm not sure what the crowd was or the attendance was.
3,000.
Just under 3, really. Unbelievable support, in the first couple of games that we've had 2.5s, and now we're increasing it again. It just goes to show the support around the place.
A week off now, and then up to Northampton next Saturday.
Yeah, and we don't really want to change anything. We're just desperate for that first away win. We've come close, and we deserve deserved that first one. We should be on the board away. It'll be a tough game against them. I'm not sure how they got on yet today, but they've been doing really well. They've had a good strong start to the season, but we'll certainly be going there full of confidence and ready to try and get that result.
Well, Matt, go and enjoy it, and we'll catch up with you next week.
Brilliant, thanks a lot. Cheers.